SpongeBob is known as one of the greatest animes of all time, starring SpongeBob SquarePants, Patrick Star, and Squidward Tentacles. It is currently in its 57th season and is airing on the amazing award-winning Nickelodeon, who have brought us such classics as Game Shakers and Game Shaker. And so, to celebrate that show that's definitely still doing really, really strong, I give you the top 10 episodes of all time! 'Cause I'm ready to go. Good old what's his name? Don't you guys remember this one from your childhood? Basically, Squidward asks this guy's name, and he says, "What's it to ya?" And then he says it again, and he says, "What's it to ya?" And the joke is that the guy's name is "What's it to ya?" Aww, my name's Jeff. This was brought to you by Game Shakers.
This is Top 2 Station! Let's talk about this new game that just came out a couple of weeks ago. Skyware. How insane is it that it was created by two 7th graders from Brooklyn?
First, they made a game.
Your game's in the hot top 10! What? Get out of here! Ken, wait, how can a boy that cute be
That's stupid. 'Cause I'm ready to...
Despite its short running time, it's still one of the best we have ever seen from SpongeBob. In this episode, SpongeBob discovers Instaclam.
It's beautiful. It's plain to see who the true Kenny the Cat fan is. Good one, Squidward. Ah!
Isn't this hilarious? Oh god, I can't wait to see him. Fuck you. Okay.
'Cause I'm ready to go.
In this episode, SpongeBob walks in on Squidward trying to hang himself. Yeah, but luckily he doesn't suffer from his depression, and actually comes back at the end to get over that depression by killing 100 copies of SpongeBob. What a happy ending. This was brought to you by Game Shakers.
Man, they got mad fame. They created that game Skywell, and you guys have made like $1 bajillion so far, huh? Yeah, we kinda did. We're doing very well.
'Cause I'm ready to go.
Season 8 was the peak of the comedy for the SpongeBob series, and the highlight here had to be One Course Meal. In this episode, we have the stunning, hilarious moment where Plankton tries to kill himself.
Meet the Game Shakers. This is Babe. She's the boss. The plan is, we do nothing. And this is Kenzie. A square watermelon. She's the brain. A square watermelon. She's the brain. A square watermelon. She's the brain.
'Cause I'm ready to go.
Patrick burns Gary alive, and then Gary starves to death.
'Cause I'm ready to go.
Big Sister Sam was really an emotional point for the series, mainly because it just shows how much Patrick cares for his family, and this is highlighted nothing else when Sam kills him and he's just kind of lying there in the rubble. It's made many top 10 anime death lists, and it's easy to see why. The very emotional send-off to the really beloved character.
Cause I'm ready to go.
In this episode, there's some wacky shenanigans involving Squidward getting brain damage, and isn't it so funny that this guy's been really mentally injured? Hell, that's hilarious. That this was brought to you by.
There's this guy.
Cause I'm ready to go.
In this episode, SpongeBob gets skin cancer. How can it not be good?
Cause I'm ready to go.
This one was really close to being number 1. Oh well. Basically, the moral compass of this is showing Mrs. Puff and SpongeBob basically getting a brutal car crash. Very good to look at. But the highlight is when Mrs. Puff. Oh my god, I shouldn't laugh at that. Mrs. Puff gets crippled for life in this situation, and SpongeBob just goes, we should just call her Mrs. Pop from now on, because you know she's been crippled for life and he's caused it, and oh god, and then she just and it just tries to kill him, and it goes really brutal. This is such a good anime.
I'm ready to go.
And now, of course, there's number 1, which is... Have you seen this, Snail? It's actually a pretty good episode.
I'm ready to go.
Of course, I'm kidding. This is April Fool's, but you know those episodes I mentioned? Yeah, they aren't made up. They are all real. Look them up.